Exodus, which is the law. It says that if people are fighting and hit a pregnant woman and she gives birth prematurely but there is no serious injury, the offender must be fined because the fetus is considered property. This is Jewish law. This is the law.
When men strive together and hurt a woman with child, so that there is a miscarriage, and yet no harm follows, the one who hurt her shall be fined, according as the woman's husband shall lay upon him, and he shall pay as the judges determine. If any harm follows, then you shall give life for life. Critics like this gentleman use this passage to argue that if the unborn were human, then the punishment would be more severe for killing the child than a mere fine. Instead, this is just treated as like a property crime. First, though, it is not clear what the word injury in these verses refers to. It could mean an injury that occurs to the pregnant woman, to the unborn child, or to both. One way to interpret the passage is that if the woman is caused to have an early delivery of a living child, then the penalty is a fine. But any further injury to the child is covered under the lex talionis law, the law of an eye for an eye. But even if that interpretation were incorrect, this passage does not prove God permits abortion. How does it follow that because someone was given a lesser punishment for accidentally killing an unborn child versus accidentally killing his mother, that God would approve of intentionally killing an unborn child through abortion? In ancient Israel, slaves and children had less social standing, so punishments for harming them were less severe. In the verses before this passage, a man who unintentionally kills his slave through physical discipline is not punished at all. But that didn't mean slaves were property you could treat in any way you pleased. In the next verse, the intentional killing of a slave is treated as grounds for serious punishment, possibly the death penalty. This passage in Exodus simply does not support the view that intentional abortion is not sinful.